Hello, and I'm Master Lama Rasaji. This is Rasaji Speaks. This is the Wednesday edition. Excuse me. So happy to be with you guys today. Let's see what our lesson for today is going to be. The 18 immortal Siddhars, guardians of esoteric knowledge. The 18 immortal Siddhars, the guardian of esoteric knowledge. Well, if you remember me talking about the 18 statues in the Kriya Yoga Temple in Yuma, Arizona, devoted there, it was amazing to see. But two of the most popular are two Alamji's incarnations, and that is Patanjali, actually three, Patanjali, Gorthnith, and also Boganathar. So those are three of the most incredible incarnations there. And there are 15 more. And through these Siddhars, or Siddhi Yoga immortals, when they refer to Siddhars, it's like saying Siddhi Yoga immortal master in one tutelage. Siddha, Siddha, Siddha. That is saying Siddhi Yoga Master immortals, immortal Siddhi Yoga Masters, if you want to say it that way. They say all the ancient age of everything esoteric and mystical has gone through the allegiance of these. And a lot of people says that possibly Babaji was their guru. That's right. Well, we know that if that's so, then we're talking at least 36 to 50,000 years ago on the planet. And he bestowed upon them the knowledge he wanted recorded through them to bring what it was him bring. So I want you to, for just a minute, we have a lot of Judean Christian people in our organization that are what I call referred to as mystical Christians, because they're very open to the metaphysics, they're open to the teachings of the Tao, and they just know they were raised Christian, and Christianity was the first gift for them to open up. And they still have a strong alliance with Christianity because of its simplicity. And it is a very simple way to teach, because Master Jesus was the epitome of true simplicity and love. He was a simple padre. He was a simple rabbi, but by all means, a master of masters. It's just now we're going to also begin to share with you the East so that you really get a sense of East meet West. I started that in the last incarnation in the book, The Holy Science. We'll continue here at the Circle of Chi. But when you understand that most teachings today that we know in medicine, in science, in art, in biology, the core truths in our colleges and universities, I'm not talking about the political agendas. I'm talking about the light of truth. The light of truth ran through this lineage. And then Boganathar actually was one of the latter ones of this lineage. There's 18. And with them, they're anywhere from 300 to 12,000 years in the embodiment. One of them, Gorthness, is probably the most advanced in age of them. But you can make cases for some of the other greats, Krishna, Ram, Hanuman. When they take the 8 immortals, Hanuman, which was half man and half monkey, is one of the immortals, the 8 immortals. Just like in China, there's supposed to be a folklore about the 8 immortals. And guess what? there's a character like Hanuman there called the Monkey King. And out of Hanuman and out of the Monkey King is where chivalry and honor, the protection, is the core soul of that being. And that comes from Archangel Michael in 5D, because he rules, honor, chivalry, and justice. He does. So I want you to understand that within their teachings, which if you think about the Patanjali incarnation, referred to literally as the father of yoga. And yoga, to the most simplest mind, means union with the divine. Now, how can something be bad when the very practice means union with the divine? If you look at the testimonies that we've picked up the last 2.5 years, that's been the strongest dominant character. The other one was something health-wise changed. It was my mental health, my emotional health, my physical health, or it was a combination thereof that changed. You know how I always talk about the Chanda is 3 stripes, magenta, 3 stripes on the arms, 3 stripes on it, 3 stripes. When you see statues of the Siddhars, you'll see those 3 stripes everywhere markings on their body. You will see that because it was sending out a frequency in itself, kind of like a mandala. It's really pretty profound, right? See, the mobile portal that we are bringing into each city as we do the Ascension tour is phenomenal because it's a living vortex mandala. It actually is. But now what we found out is that the portal of Shiva is kind of like a picture of the ocean of love and mercy, of liquid light and energy. And in this picture, it's a portal of Shiva. And when we open up, right, the portal, feel that? When we open up the portal, we're creating a vessel for it to be poured into. Think about how powerful that is. So we're getting ready to go to Charleston. I hope you can join us there. And hopefully I can see you and give you a great big hug. Hopefully we can spend some time together. But at least if you know you can't go right now, don't worry about it. But make sure when the pay-per-view comes online, you want to see what 120 people from 40 countries saw a couple of weekends ago. It is absolutely profound. You don't want to miss this. I was online with somebody today that told me he was in Costa Rica and he could not believe the energy. He says, now I also understood why you kept the camera on. It wasn't just about the connection. He said, you were Shakti potting the heck out of everybody that kept their camera running. It was pouring out to them for 7 hours. He said, by the time we were 3 or 4 hours into it, my wife and me, we were ready to float through the ceiling. We could feel it coming through the computer. It was lighting up our apartment. Isn't it great when people are ready to receive? Yes, it is. It's a wonderful thing when you see how great it is for people to see. Baraka Bashai, to you and to your wonderful family. I'll see you here tomorrow on the Thursday's edition of Versace Speaks. God bless.